Hey, audience, welcome back to the intro hour. I didn't want to waste a single second of Grim Dark James's time, so here we are getting started immediately. This actually won't be an intro hour, given the number of people present. It's almost certainly going to be an announcement time spot, which is to say, not very long. You might be wondering, Arthur, what's up with that? You can't go a full hour? No, I can't, and here's why. You may remember last episode, 1 week ago, I made a promise that I would do better, a promise that I would try to meet the obligations and the standards and the discipline that I set out for me, a promise to return this week and actually successfully donate blood. Well, I did, and that blood, it was juicy, and a little bit too much came out. So I have been feeling drained all day today. I had that conversation with Spoon where I was driving and then I just stopped and at a parking lot and was just watching the sunset, and I talked to Spoon for like 45 minutes and I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to keep driving. I'm tired. So I've been eating a fuck ton of red meat, leafy green vegetables, and drinking ice cold Coca-Cola. None of those three things are sponsoring today's stream. In fact, this stream, as with all my streams, are completely unsponsored, except occasionally by water. There is a matter of announcement to announce and to talk about. So, Dunamis feels really bad about this, but I want to preface this by saying none of this is his fault. It's not anybody's fault. Tomorrow is the first, as announced by last week's presentation, the first AP Gaming Real Community Night, which will start at 8 p.m. Eastern. On the presentation, I got it wrong. I said it would be on the 22nd. It's actually on the 23rd. So all of the dates in the presentation were one day too soon. So they're all wrong. But we're going to do Hexarchy tomorrow night. However, I don't think we're going to do Hexarchy tomorrow night because we have entered an intersection. You see, I know that Dunamis is running the Elder Scrolls. No, that's not right.
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls. Yes, thank you. The Elder Scrolls board game tomorrow night. Now, I said I couldn't attend because I would be doing Hexarchy night, but Lawson is going, and I was hoping that he would attend Hexarchy night, and several other people will be attending that I thought might come to Hexarchy night. So I think what's going to happen is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, I'm going to set up for Hexarchy. No one will show up, and then I'm going to go play Jump Space instead. But if you are a Hexarchy fan and you've picked the game up and you want to play, I'll be there for about 5 minutes. And if you don't show up by then, you've lost your opportunity. Is this Dunamis' fault? Absolutely not. Under no circumstances. You see, these kind of scheduling problems happen because I literally double booked myself and several other people this week, and we had to untangle that scheduling problem so that we could go on the Dice Mechanics channel. That's right. I don't know if James is streaming it or recording it or editing it. I'm not really sure, but I will be on Grimdark James's new YouTube channel, which is just his old YouTube channel renamed The Dice Mechanics, this week to play Daggerheart so that I can learn how to play Daggerheart for the community game. And I accidentally double booked myself for A Song of Ice and Fire, A Serpent in the Reeds, of which several of the players involved in that session would also be at the Dice Mechanics. So I didn't just get one person's schedule wrong. I fucked up like 3 or 4 people's schedules. I personally caused a disaster. But we've got everything untangled now. No Song of Ice and Fire this week. It's going to wait until at least next week. I don't know how much I can talk about this, but Ticking Time Bob's got a lot of stuff coming up. And I might be joining him in the new year for a Song of Ice and Fire miniseries. Could happen. It's possible. It's a possibility. Man. They had to they had to wrap my arm up so tight. They wrapped my arm with a bandage, and then they were like, "Oh, the blood's leaking out." They had to wrap it again. Incredible. I will also say this, audience. I went out of my way to make a beautiful, colorful presentation last week, and no one said anything nice about it. No one said anything about it at all. So I'm never putting the effort in again. I feel like every time someone's done a presentation for me, I feel like I've commented on it and I've tried to say nice things about them. That may or may not be fully true, but I'm now going to stamp my feet and say I'm never doing a presentation again. And I can just blame it on being angry about this rather than being lazy. With that, I can ask Lawson, as the only person here. Oh, we have some audience members, but Lawson is the only person here live. How's your week been?
It has been fine.
Got any
Not much has
intros?
happened though. I come play Daggerheart with us when AP starts the community game. We have about 10, 12 people in that
Don't
so far.
introduce general. It's supposed to be for current and former cast members. Let's be very clear.
Come play with us.
Don't say the community game. This is
become a current cast member and play with us.
What an insane thing to say.
For a show that doesn't technically have a cast because it's not aired.
That's correct. You go. Continue talking about whatever you're talking about. I just wanted to make sure the audience understood that they were not generally allowed.
Well, they are generally allowed for Hexarchy tomorrow. So
yeah.
If they buy the game, they can show up and fill a spot that I might have normally filled up.
Incredible.
And pay attention for future Community Tuesday nights.
I see. Any follow-up?
I think that about covered it.
Very well. It's called the announcement time spot, not the announcement 15 minutes. All right, Spoon is mocking people in chat as well. Incredible. Well,
good job, Spoon.
I got to join Grimdark James's, what are we calling this thing? The Unworthy League? Hold on. The WWE Hall of Failure. I am the lowest ranked member of the WWE Hall of Failure, facing down against Lawson, Lord Hunger, and Grimdark James in WWE 2K25's My GM mode. You may have heard me talk about this a couple times, saying that I wanted to play 2K25 with Lawson and James, and it turns out you can play 4-player My GM mode, so that's what we're doing. I wouldn't say that I'm falling behind by that much. I am at the bottom, but it's only by like less than a fraction of a percent. But
we're 4% of the way through it, so
yeah.
I don't think you're too scared right now. It can wildly swing, especially as the pay-per-views come.
But I am trying to get Flex Mignon to be my new number one guy, and I am trying to get Logan Paul destroyed. I want to destroy Logan Paul. And if I can also destroy Triple H, Linda McMahon, John Cena, that would all be great. I have an enemies list from the WWE. I think Stone Cold's cool, but we might need to put Undertaker in the trash can as well. Flex Mignon, what's his finisher? I have no idea. I have not analyzed his moveset. I don't know if he has special abilities. I know nothing about Flex. I saw him and I was like, his name's Flex Mignon, and he's a huge dude who looks like a chef. I'm absolutely immediately hiring him as a jobber so he can get his ass kicked. And then at the beginning of the next episode, or the next week, Triple H is like, that Flex Mignon guy, he's got some moves. You should promote him. Here's a free promotion card. And I was like, sick. Flex Mignon is now my number one. Triple H told me. Oh. we didn't play any more after that, Spoon. So Spoon joined us, I don't know, I would say at least halfway through. So he just missed like the first half.
He joined us towards the end of the draft, if I remember.
Is that right? That might be
He
right.
joined us after you finished drafting.
That is, yes, that is true. That is true. The draft felt like it took forever for me.
Twice as many people as you, so.
Yes, the draft definitely took super long for me. I have no notes on it.
Well, don't worry, James took notes for you.
Yeah, James assembled a incredible spreadsheet about everybody's stats and rivalries and pretty much everything useful about it. Yes, Pat McAfee, a kicker for the, I'm going to say Colts, is also a professional wrestler.
He has wrestled 6 matches in WWE now. He's had some really good matches, surprisingly, too.
Very well. Well, I'll let the audience maybe direct our talk here, but otherwise I'm probably going to rein it in pretty shortly. I will say I did learn a new strat, a sick new strat for Uma Masumi, which is great because my current run is absolutely getting fucking tanked. Just absolute shit lord. My Daiwa Scarlet, it keeps failing low percentile chances. Not good. Very bad. Well, I guess it works on your phone as well. So in Uma Musume, depending on whether you're doing it on your phone or whether you're doing it on Steam, you can still do this thing where as long as you don't double tap any of the stats, if you hold down on one of them and then swirl your finger left and right across all of them, or you do the same thing for your mouse on PC, it lets you quickly see who your support cards are on each one, rather than manually clicking through each one and maybe accidentally double tapping or being registered as a double tap. So that has really... Sorry?
I've done that a few times.
Well, now you know the new Pro Strat, which is literally just press down on one you're not currently using and then go left, right, and then, you should get a flash picture for each one and be like, oh, well, that one, that one has 4 people in it. I need to get the bonds up, so that's the one I'm going with. It's not a huge speed up. It probably only speeds up my run by like 1 or 2%, but it's nice. Not bad. All right. Audience is asking, what's an RPG system you would like to run but don't think will ever happen? Mistborn. I didn't think I'd be able to run the original Mistborn adventure game, although famously I have, and I think I have the most watched Mistborn adventure game series. But it took me 5 years to organize. I'm trying to get Spoon and Savannah to commit to the Mistborn RPG, and they're all like, I want to play Cosmere. I want to play Stormlight. I love Stormlight so much. I love Shalon. I love Adeline. And I'm like, yeah, but Mistborn is the OG. Mistborn has more books. Mistborn's the original. Mistborn's the end game. Everything in the universe is about Mistborn. Stormlight is just a stage setting for a Mistborn conflict. Everything leads back to the original. It is all the same universe, but the tabletop RPG recognizes the different mechanics. So each world basically has its own magic system. They are trying to universalize so that, magic in one planet and magic on another planet or space or whatever are balanced, I guess, is the end goal, but they will be totally separate RPG books. I think it would be like closer to say it's like playing Edge of the Empires or Age of Rebellion in Star Wars FFG. And the definitely Stormlight will be the Age of Rebellion, and Mistborn is absolutely Edge of the Empire for sure. All right, Spoon is left. Now we can do all the crazy stuff that we do when he's not around. I've been thinking a lot about Metal Gear Solid. I reinstalled Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, and I played it for about 30 seconds, and then I realized I didn't remember how any of the mechanics worked, and I promptly uninstalled it. I was like, damn, I want to do cool Metal Gear stuff, but then I remembered cool Metal Gear storyline and cutscenes also require you to sit through like 30 minutes of administrative paperwork, and I don't want to do that. It's a pain in the ass. Instead, I keep wanting to play Jump Space, and then I start Jump Space up, and then I get up and walk away to do something else. And yeah, then it just doesn't happen. But immediately after this, what are we calling this show? Announcement Timespot. After this announcement Timespot, I'll be playing Jump Space. We can find people. Lawson, any closing thoughts?
I guess Jump Space is another community game you can join in real quick. Come on, guys.
Join
the Discord.
Wow, what a selling point.
Like and subscribe.
Anyway, audience, I apologize, but I am kind of tired and literally drained of my blood. I only hope that the fictional vampire waifus out there get some of my delicious, delicious blood.